Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a cryptid encounter video. I'm talking about the Lawndale Incident in this video. Before I get into it, however, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. The link will be in the description of this video. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book science fiction western series called Drifters. I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President. I wrote a story called The House Off Farrago Road. It's about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. And I've got the first two in a series of science fiction books written. They're called Vanguard 1 and Task Force Terminus. It's futuristic space warfare. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. I hope you get them. I hope you like them. Now, on with the Lawndale Incident. One of the things people think about when they think of cryptids is the possibility of being attacked by one of these beasts. And that has happened more often than one would like to admit. It happens more often than people think. As a parent, your primary duty is to protect and nurture your children. The last thing you want to see is your child hurt. The thought of some wild beast grabbing your kid and taking them away is the stuff of nightmares. Yet that is what almost happened in Lawndale, Illinois, to Ruth Lowe. On July 25th, 1977, Marlon Lowe was playing outside his family's home along the open fields near Kickapoo Creek. Ruth Lowe, her husband, Jake, and 5 friends were sitting around in the yard watching the boy play. 2 giant birds passed overhead. One of them swooped down and grabbed the boy. It started to carry him aloft, but the mother's screams caused it to drop him after climbing only a few feet. Witnesses described the birds as 2 huge coal-black birds with long, white-ringed necks, long curled beaks, and wingspans in excess of 10 feet. That's some big damn birds. I did a video on the Thunderbird a while back. Go check that one out. If this is them, yeah, the Thunderbirds ain't so nice no more, apparently. Investigators interviewed Marlon and both of his parents within hours of the incident. 2 other follow-up interviews were conducted in 1979 and again in 1996. The details of the story were identical in both follow-up interviews. So, if it's a hoax or if it's a lie, they kept the details straight after all those years. Ruth said that the bird craned its long neck down to try and peck at the boy as it tried to carry him away. She compared the bird's size to that of an ostrich, but said it looked more like a condor. After the incident, Ruth spent hours in the library trying to identify the bird, but with no success. The local sheriff speculated that it had been a large turkey vulture, but Ruth disagreed. She said there just aren't any birds in the area large enough to just lift him up like that. Soon after the incident at Lawndale, several other sightings occurred throughout central and southern Illinois. Sightings occurred in late July and early August. I seem to recall in the late 70s, a lot of people talking about big birds attacking people. I don't know if it was related to this incident or not. I'm from New Mexico, but I would imagine if that hit the news wire, people would probably be talking about it because Bigfoot was big back then. And if big birds are around attacking people, I seem to remember a story about a truck driver who was walking around his truck one night and ran across a big bird standing there. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway. These events here happened in the Lawndale Incident. Yeah, happened in Illinois. So anyway, the sightings occurred in late July and early August. These other sightings, officials began telling the public that people had seen turkey vultures. This story is completely contradicted by the Low story, so the officials dismissed the Low story out of hand. Then the public ridicule began, and witnesses grew silent about what they had seen. Unfortunately, this happens a lot where cryptids are sighted, where they're concerned. Officials downplay it with some cockamamie cover story, and the public starts making fun of them. This causes many, many witnesses to either not report what they saw or to change the details to fit the official story. Either way, this seriously impedes any kind of objective scientific investigation, and we can't have that. This is the way I see cryptids. I don't know that I believe in all of them. I don't know that I believe in any of them. But the amount of people, and some of them I know personally, who say they have seen Bigfoot, for example, or the Thunderbirds, or whatever. The amount of people who have seen them, and these are credible people. They're not all nutbags. They're not all, druggies or alcoholics or whatever. The amount of people, it's like UFOs. The amount of people that have seen them with credible reports, there's got to be something going on, people. There has got to be something going on. And for the officials to downplay it like that is ridiculous, because they impede the investigations. What are we here for if not to learn new stuff? And this would be learning new stuff. I'm just saying. My takeaway is there's so many reports. They can't all be faked. They can't all be hoaxes. They can't all be hallucinations. Something's going on. We just got to find out what. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Clarissa Lowe, a historian from the future. Delmore Kane, a Civil War veteran turned outlaw. This oddball pairing faces a conspiracy of epic proportions spanning the centuries. If you like action and adventure westerns with a splash of science fiction and fantasy, check out my book series Drifters and their ongoing adventures.